Have you ever felt like you're being tested to your limits, almost to the point of breaking? It could be a sign that God is testing you, preparing you for something big. In this video, we are going to explore 3 signs. God is testing and preparing you for a major breakthrough. Be sure to stay until the end because the 3rd sign often becomes a stumbling block on our path to breakthroughs and blessings. We'll jump to the 1st sign in less than 15 seconds. Please consider taking a moment to support our ministry by subscribing to our channel. Your support will help us spread the gospel and share our message with a wider audience. Let's get started with the 1st sign. The test of faith and obedience. Obedience to God is an essential part of our faith journey. It is often through our obedience that God brings about major breakthroughs in our lives. A profound example of this truth is found in the story of Abraham and his son Isaac. In Genesis 22, we encounter one of the most challenging tests of obedience in biblical history. God commanded Abraham to sacrifice his beloved son, Isaac. This was more than just a test. It was a defining moment in Abraham's faith journey. When God asked Abraham for Isaac, Abraham did not falter. He didn't question God or beg for another way out. Instead, he prepared to obey God's command, trusting Him completely, even when the circumstances seemed unbearable. It's essential to understand that God never intended for Abraham to harm Isaac. This test was about obedience, trust, and surrender. It was a test designed to prepare Abraham for something much bigger, to be the progenitor of God's chosen people. Abraham took Isaac up the mountain, prepared the altar, and bound his son. As he raised his hand to sacrifice Isaac, an angel of the Lord called out to him, "Do not lay a hand on the boy. Now I know that you fear God, because you have not withheld from me your son, your only son." In that decisive moment, Abraham passed the test of obedience and faith. He demonstrated his complete faith in God, and in return, God provided a ram to take Isaac's place, sparing his life. God then reaffirmed his covenant with Abraham, promising him descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky and blessings beyond measure. This story holds a significant lesson for us today. We might not be asked to sacrifice our child, but there are times when God will test our faith and obedience. These tests may come in various forms: a job loss, a difficult relationship, a challenging health issue, or a calling to step out of our comfort zones. In these moments, we have a choice: to trust in God and obey, or to lean on our own understanding. Just like Abraham, when we choose obedience, we open the door to God's blessings. Abraham's story shows us that faith and obedience pave the way for blessings. When we obey God, even in the face of trials, we demonstrate our trust in Him. And this trust allows God to work in our lives, leading us to the breakthrough He has planned for us. So, when you find yourself in a season of testing, don't lose heart. Remember Abraham. Remember his obedience and the blessings that followed. Know that God is preparing you for something big. He is refining you, molding you, and getting you ready for the incredible plans He has for your life. 2nd, experiencing life challenges. The Bible is full of examples of individuals who faced incredible adversity before experiencing breakthrough and blessings. Take the story of Job, for example. Despite losing everything he had, from his wealth to his family, Job remained faithful to God and continued to trust in His plan. In the end, God not only restored everything Job had lost, but also blessed him with even greater prosperity. Similarly, Joseph's journey was riddled with trials and challenges, from being sold into slavery by his own brothers to being wrongfully imprisoned for years. But through it all, Joseph remained steadfast in his faith and held on to the belief that God was working all things together for his good. In the end, Joseph's faithfulness led to his promotion to second in command over all of Egypt. It's often in these moments of struggle and hardship that God is preparing us for the blessings that are yet to come. When we lean on Him for strength and guidance, we can emerge from these challenges stronger and better equipped for the journey ahead. So if you're currently facing challenges and obstacles in your own life, take heart. Trust that God is using these experiences to prepare you for breakthrough and blessings beyond measure. Remember that He is always with you, even in the midst of your struggles, and that He has a purpose and plan for your life. May we choose to embrace the challenges that come our way and lean on God for guidance and strength. May we trust that He is working all things together for our good and preparing us for the breakthroughs and blessings that are yet to come. So, why does God test us with life's challenges? Because it's through these tests that we grow. Our faith is strengthened, our character is refined. We learn to depend on God, to trust in His promises, to persevere in the face of adversity. And when we come out on the other side, we're not the same. We're stronger, wiser, and better equipped to fulfill the purpose God has for our lives. And the breakthrough is often greater than anything we could have imagined. Just like Abraham and Job, our breakthrough comes when we pass the test, when we prove that our faith is genuine and that it can withstand the trials of life. So, if you're facing a challenge right now, take heart. This is not a punishment, it's a test. And with God on your side, you can pass this test. You can come out stronger on the other side, embrace the challenge and lean on God, and when you do, a breakthrough awaits. Third, facing and fighting temptation. God is indeed testing and preparing you for something big by allowing you to face temptations. It may seem difficult and overwhelming at times, but take heart, for God is with you every step of the way. In the Bible, we read in James chapter 1, verse 12, "Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him." When we face temptation, it is an opportunity for us to grow in our faith and reliance on God. It is through these trials that our character is refined and strengthened. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 13 says, "No temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so that you can endure it." The story of Joseph and Potiphar's wife is a profound example of the power of resisting temptation. Despite being faced with alluring advances from Potiphar's wife, Joseph chose to remain faithful to both God and his responsibilities. Joseph knew that giving in to temptation would not only be a betrayal of his employer, but also a sin against God. Joseph's faithfulness in the face of temptation led to blessings beyond what he could have imagined. He was able to provide for his family during a time of famine and save countless lives through his position of power. His enduring legacy serves as a testament to the rewards that come with putting God first in our lives. As we navigate our own lives, we too may face temptation in various forms. It may be the lure of material possessions, the temptation to take shortcuts, or even the seduction of unhealthy relationships. But like Joseph, we must choose to remain steadfast and hold fast to our faith and values. Although it may not always be easy to resist temptation, we can trust that God honors those who remain faithful and seeks to bless those who diligently seek Him. When we prioritize our relationship with God above all else, we can find the strength and guidance needed to overcome any temptation that comes our way. Remember that God's plan for you is greater than any temptation or struggle you may face. He is preparing you for something big, even in the midst of fighting temptation. When we overcome temptation and rely on God's strength, we build spiritual resilience, grow in our faith, and develop the strength needed to face larger challenges. May we always remember that our steadfastness in the face of temptation is an act of worship and a reflection of our commitment to God. May we trust that He will honor our faithfulness and lead us to blessings beyond measure. If you've made it this far, thank you for staying with us throughout this journey. Remember, your current battles are preparing you for future victories, breakthroughs, and blessings. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring messages like this one. Until next time, stay blessed and walk in faith.